Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1627 of What's She Up To Now. This is where I document the journey, mostly the business journey, of transitioning and then what's working, what's not, sharing lessons learned, the good, the bad, the ugly, I call it, because some things have been really great and good and awesome. Other things have flopped and failed miserably in my career, in my lifetime, and other things have gotten just plain ugly. We've all had some ugly situations in our life. If we haven't, bless you, more power to you. Please share your secrets, because Inquiring Sharon Mind wants to know. I sure want to know, and I'm sure other people do too. How do you go through life without having any negative experiences or bad things happen? I think a lot of it is our perspective and how we look at it. So today, for Supersize Your Business, our idiom was to make up for lost time or to make up ground. And that, of course, means to overcome some delay, disadvantage, or setback, or problem, or concern, or failure that we've experienced, and figure out a way to get back to normal or the optimum position, or make up, usually by speeding up or doing things more quickly. Now, there's some stuff we can't do more quickly, right? It's hard to live our life more quickly. It's hard to do certain things faster. But I say we're always looking for ways to do things better, more efficiently, and more effectively. And that usually gives us faster results, but not always. There's no guarantees, right? And so I shared 5 different ways that we can compensate for what we see as lost time. 5 ways we can compensate for the things we feel we missed out on during COVID pandemic, from both a business and a personal standpoint. Then for our annual challenge, our BU 365-day challenge, to do one thing every day that improves us in some way, we're focusing on the area of contribution this month. We've done physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, and then this month we're doing contribution. And then the next couple months we'll focus on communication and confidence, because those are the 9 areas that I follow for a life framework that I use to set my goals and objectives and kind of plan and prioritize my life, and use it for about 4 decades now, just 7 for 4 decades, but last year I added communication and confidence. So today for the annual challenge, we talked about time versus money. What are your feelings about them? What do you think is more valuable, more scarce? And I didn't even talk about scarce now that I'm thinking about it. But I used to believe that money was everything and that I had to chase money. And as I got older, I've realized, and following my sudden cardiac arrest in 2010, I certainly got a shot in the face of it, that we never know when we're done. We don't know when our expiration date is here on the planet. So it's probably a good idea to value time. So I shared 10 different ways that we can value our time and give our time more priority in our life than we do any other thing, right? It's like ignoring our health, and I'm definitely guilty of that. If we ignore it long enough, something's going to happen to get our attention, and we may get an opportunity to come back from that. Like I was grateful enough and lucky enough to, but a lot of people don't, right? And we never know. We always think when we're younger. I remember being a teenager and thinking, oh my God, I've got all the time in the world, I'm invincible. And we would do stuff that we thought we could get away with because nothing's ever going to happen to us. But then, some of our friends got killed doing those same things we were doing, and the lessons started to pile up that maybe that's not the best choice or the best use of our time and our beliefs about whether we're going to be hanging around or not. So today I'm thinking a lot about time and money and what's more valuable. And with respect to, I ended up changing the question for the annual challenge today, which I do quite often. I'll think about something the night before, and then as I'm talking about it, I'm like, nah, let's do a different daily action. And so today's I changed to, what are you more likely to contribute to the world? Your time or money? And we're all in different positions. I mean, there was a time when all I had to share with the world was my time, right? And things that I'd learned, and donating and going and helping out with different things by physically doing it. And then other times of my life, it's been easier and more expeditious, and I got to make up for lost ground by donating money. And some things I'd rather donate money to because I don't want to actually personally, physically participate in the activities. I like to donate money to the OUR organization, which is an organization that helps children that are have been trafficked and are in child slavery. Horrible. I never even knew anything about it until a few years ago. And now I will donate money to that, but I don't want to participate with it. Why? Because it's so horrible and so heartbreaking that I know it feels good for me to know that I'm helping it, but I can't know all the stories. It's like my son actually helped out with after his grandpa died, other people that were in hospice. He would be a hospice companion as a volunteer. And God bless him and more power to him, but I could not do that either. It's, again, so heartbreaking to me personally that it's hard. But I love that he was there and available for those people so they weren't alone when they passed. And so each of us are different. What we decide and how we decide to impact the rest of the world and make the world a better place is entirely up to us. So those are a couple things I'm working on today. I'm a little behind in some of my projects, my personal projects, and so I get to speed those up. And do I feel like I'm making up lost ground? No, because I've learned that things happen when they're meant to happen for me, even if it feels like time is moving in slow motion. I know I'll catch up on them and get back on track with them. If I can help you anyway, if you've got any questions about offline businesses or corporate America, being a woman engineer in corporate America, that's a fun one. At least in the days in the quarter century I spent there. Just hit me up, ask. You can Voxer me if you know what Voxer is. If you don't know what Voxer is, it's a great tool. It's a great tool for those of us that have different challenges. I have a vision challenge. So for me, Voxer is awesome because somebody can push a button and ask me a question. I can push my Voxer app and I can respond to them immediately in almost real time, depending on if I'm with somebody else or if I'm with the kids or if I'm doing something that I committed to doing. It'll be a little delayed, but otherwise it's such a quick and making up for lost time, making up ground, fast and easy way to communicate. I love it. All right, and I'm pajamagrandma@gmail.com on Voxer. Otherwise, you can always direct message me. Anyway, have an awesome day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow just to let you know what's up with our projects online and our businesses offline. Have a great day.